Coach, can you just kind of walk me through what this season has meant for you as a coach to, beyond just the specifics of everything you guys have been through on the field, but just to work with two guys as talented as Tua and Jalen all year?
It's been a lot of fun, from the moment I arrived in January, then getting to know the guys off the field, obviously, and then getting on the field in the spring, and obviously through fall camp and the season. It's been a lot of fun for me to be able to coach, obviously, two very talented young men who are both very driven and want to be successful. So they're very talented. They're hard workers. They have a tremendous amount of respect for one another, which allows, I think, the relationship to be a really, really good, healthy relationship. And it's been a lot of fun. We're very talented on offense, not just at quarterback, and I think those guys understand that if they just do their job on a consistent play-to-play basis, we've got several guys on this team that can make plays for them and just allow the offense to work for them.
Outside of the players, too, just as a coaching staff, to work with Mike Locksley and be a part of this staff. Obviously, you've been around for a while and run your own program and run offenses before, but what's it been like for you, I guess, as far as your development as a coach? What have you kind of taken from working with this staff the last couple of years?
Yeah, I think this staff, offensive staff, at first has great chemistry. I think everybody's very cohesive, and everybody works very well together. There's really no egos in the room. There's a lot of good ideas that come from a lot of different places, and I think Mike Locksley's just done a tremendous job of keeping it all together and formulating a plan from week to week. But it's really just been about coaches that are cohesive, work well together, and then obviously, as I already mentioned, just a very, very talented group of offensive players all working together.
What's different, besides talent level, I guess, what's different about being a part of a Nick Saban program as a coach than what your experiences have been before, I guess? Well,
he's a stickler for details, very, very disciplined and detail-oriented, and obviously has an outstanding football mind. So it's been really, really neat for me to be around, obviously, to go against our defense every day, because the adjustments that they make on a day-to-day basis during spring and fall camp, and to see the different things they do to take things away, it's just been really eye-opening for me. But every day I feel like I learned something else from him, and obviously his success speaks for itself, and it's been a really good, professionally for me, it's been great to be here.
So, as you've been here and gotten to focus on being a quarterback's coach, and you've been an OC before in the past and a head coach, what do you like, I guess, specifically about being that focused and just working on developing guys at the quarterback position?
Well, I think there's as you look at quarterback coaches around the country or different places, or I think there's two different things. I think there's play callers and there's quarterback coaches, and I've obviously been a play caller and a quarterback coach at times. I think they're two different jobs. Here, obviously, they don't have the burden of calling the plays, but just developing and coaching quarterbacks, which has been again great for me, fun for me to devote all my time to just make sure that those quarterbacks every day get the information they need, first and foremost, to be successful, and then every day they get put into situations at practice from a technical standpoint, fundamental standpoint, to help them just continue to get better every day. And as I mentioned, the guys in the room have all bought in. They've been very open-minded, and it's been fun, and they work extremely hard at the things that we do every day, and it's been fun to watch them grow.
How much of that is dealing with where those guys are, emotionally, mentally, every day, in addition to the mechanics?
So, one thing I firmly believe in, and it's great that you just asked the question that way, is I believe in quarterback development is really three things. It's the physical, it's the mental, and it's the emotional. So the physical development, and these three things are on a yearly basis. So we work on their physical stuff, the drops, the footwork, the eyes, the feet, everything on a daily basis. And then there's the mental side of the development, which is understanding what you're doing offensively, but also understanding what defenses are doing and understanding defense. And then there's the emotional side of it, which is all the other things. So it's a daily thing that we do. All the guys I have in my room are in a different place, whether they're fighting to get on the travel squad, or fighting to be the 2, or fighting to be the 1, or fighting to win the Heisman, or whatever those things are emotionally. These are things that they're all in a different area, in a different place, and I've got to be very cognizant of the fact that I got to be be there and mentor them in all these different areas. So it's a lot of fun, but that's why I think there's not many of them. I don't have 20 guys to coach. I only have a few, so I can spend a lot of time and get very detailed in those areas.
And I imagine too, part of that is, when you talk about the emotional and mental parts of it, I mean, there's not necessarily just one right way to handle that, because everybody's got kind of a different profile to them. Is that something that you've experienced with this group and with other guys maybe before too?
Yeah, absolutely. I think at the end of the day, I tell them I'm always going to be very fair and honest. I'm going to treat you very fairly and very honestly, and I'm always going to tell you the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. And our guys are great. What do I need to get better at, coach? Where do I need to improve? And we go through those things, and they obviously know that at the end of the day, I'm here to help them become the best player and the best person they can be.